100% understand this idea of oneness, this idea we are all mirrors to each other. We are all
Hmm.
of the same source.
Hmm.
For people who might be newer to this concept of oneness, would you be able to share with us what you mean when you say things like I am in service to you, you are a reflection of me, all of these things? Would you share with us from your very beautiful vantage point so that the audience can have this new perspective?
All right. So it just goes back, Lizzie, to my journey of that search and trying to understand who am I. And of course, I started my journey with learning a lot of processes and modalities, and where, with all due respect, I could really help myself and I could help others. And that became a question to me, that how it is about helping others and fixing others, whichever processes and modality, just name it. I have learned lots of them from the best of the schools in the world. But everything eventually was going back into, I was having a beautiful practice of therapy, and I was very well known, and I started to have a lot of ego. So, of course, it's my journey of crashing and dissolving the ego that I can fix and I can heal. And when the ego stands tall, that others do not know, I know better, others cannot heal, I am the one who is going to heal them or fix them, that is a journey of separation. Okay. So it's very important for us that before we know what is light, the other side of the light is dark. So that's why I'm answering you. The journey of oneness starts from the journey of separation. If you've not understood the pain of separation, if you've not understood how ego plays with you, or there is no oneness, we are still intellectualizing the question of oneness. So I was very much on a journey of separation. I can heal others, I can fix others, and again, going back to my roots and the ancient wisdom, I had this unexplainable restlessness. The more I was good in my work, I was getting name, fame, claim, everything. This restlessness was growing more and more, which just led me to find out what is not happening right with me, why this is, and this is a space which is very unexplainable. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. I'm doing very well. Everybody is applauding and praising about me. Oh, Deepa is so good. You go for a therapy with her. She knows this, she knows that. And that became a problem. And I transitioned to the journey of oneness, dissolving the illusion of separation. And that led me to a very beautiful story, very quickly, which I'm going to tell you. There's a revered master from India. His name is Ramana Maharishi. A lot of even the Western world, everybody knows about him. So once there was a disciple who went up to him and asked that, Master, I've gained a lot of knowledge and I've really understood compassion, unconditional love, and everything. Now I just want to know from you that if you could guide me, how do I help others? And how do I love others? And the master just smiled and said, but who are others? Because there is no other. So I understood that each one of us is very empowered. Each one of us is very unique. And each one of us is absolutely connected with that inner wisdom. When we go on a journey of fixing, healing, and making others realize that we are more powerful than them, then you just rob them of their inner wisdom. You are of no service to anybody. You are only in service to your own ego. And I was not serving, I was only serving my own ego. And I'm very thankful to that restlessness. I'm very thankful to that space which never let me rest, because it's a dangerous space. And then I transitioned to this beautiful knowing, understanding that there are no others, and coming back to you are most powerful when you allow others to know that they have got everything to heal themselves. They've got everything inside them to take care of themselves. You could just be providing that space. You could be just holding that space, because it's not only providing, it's holding that space, not only for them, for your own self also. Serving yourself and serving others. So oneness is when you become that fragrance which is just fragrant, and everybody around you, inclusive of you, is being able to have that fragrance. So I again go back to that one knowing where my revered master again told me, why don't you just become like a sandalwood? You get sandalwood in the forest of India. So sandalwood is a wood which has got fragrance in it. It is innate to it. You don't need to do anything. And he said, you just become the sandalwood and know that everybody around you is a sandalwood. And together, collectively, you magnify the fragrance. It's like how you have a stick of a Palo Santo. I know you're very fond of that. And that one stick versus putting a lot of them together. And you're like that, oh, the room smells so nice. So oneness, how I understand is, and the way I understand it, when you allow others to come into their powers, that is unconditional love for me. When you look at others as very wise beings, as very empowered beings as you are, and then you just magnify the circle of wisdom, oneness, unconditional love. So thankfully, thanks to my stars and thanks to my restlessness, I very beautifully transitioned from the journey of serving ego to serving my higher self, to serve my divine self. And that's what I'm doing. Serving myself with what I do, PSYCH-K, facilitating, teaching, because it's empowering. It's extremely empowering. And that led me, with due respect, to leave everything and anything I knew before. Of course, that has given me a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom, but it was a journey of unlearning for myself. I unlearned the ways of ego, and I learned the ways of oneness, absolutely dissolving the illusion of separation. And I'm still on the same journey because it's an ever evolving process. As much as we talk of, I'm done, oh, ego is very clever. It just creeps in from here and there, everywhere. And then you need to be very watchful. That's why I use the word awareness. That's why I use the word, as long as you are aware of who you are, everything is manageable. As long as you are not in a slumber sleep, you are awake. Yes, we all slip. We all get into the zones of misalignment and working with ourselves. But do you know? Are you aware? That is what we need to know. Yeah. And remember that $1 million PSYCH-K question: how are things with you? How are you feeling? Where are you? What is going on? And that's a beautiful way of knowing yourself. Where are you?